Hey there, and welcome back to this series all about Twitter chats. I'm Andrea with the ADS Agency, here to bring you the very best in marketing and branding tips, as well as business tips for those of you who are entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, and personal branders. Welcome, and thanks so much for being here. Last video, we covered a couple things. We covered what is a Twitter chat, we covered why you should do one, and we also covered how to find them. In this second video, we're chatting about how to do it, how to do a Twitter chat. How do you join one? How do you get in there? What are the rules? There's definitely, you need to know the rules, honestly. I would not say this because normally I'm like a jump in and do person, but there are some rules to be followed and some etiquette as well that you should be aware of before you just dive in and try to do this, okay? Because it's just like entering a room for the first time. I mean, first impressions are everything, and you can either get it wrong or get it right. So there's a way to do this, and we're gonna go over that today. After this video, we're gonna talk about how to create a Twitter chat for yourself. So if you've tried it, played in the world, and you wanna figure out how to create your own Twitter chat, then that next video is for you, okay? And that's the one you wanna listen to, businesses, business owners, personal branders, expertise builders. That's the one you want to listen to if you want to create your own Twitter chat for yourself. All right, so let's go. You found a Twitter chat you want to participate in. Let's say you know it's hashtag I love tea chat. Tea lovers chat, let's just make it up. There probably is one out there, but just to say hashtag tea lovers chat, and it comes on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Okay, so it's during the day, whatever. So you decide, I want to participate in this Twitter chat, Tuesdays at 2 p.m., hashtag tea lovers chat. Again, made up chat. So how do you do it? How do you get involved? So first of all, you need a Twitter account. If you don't have a Twitter account, let me know in the comments below. I will help you get started with that. Could even make another video about that if you need to. So log into your Twitter account, put in the hashtag in the search bar, which is very easy. Also, you could use TweetDeck, and that's something I've been talking about on this channel. So if you've not heard of TweetDeck, it's a free tool. You need to get used to it, especially if you're on Twitter, especially if you're going to be doing these chats. It's so helpful for many reasons. So either way, whether it's on Twitter or with a tool like TweetDeck, you log in, you search for the hashtag and at the designated time, and boom, you're there. And you just want to stay on that hashtag. So you want to keep the search up. And in TweetDeck, you would keep up a search column for that hashtag. In Twitter, you would just stay on that page where you searched for that hashtag. Just stay there and use the chat like that. And the thing is, don't look at the top column. There's top and there's latest. So top will give you the top tweets for that hashtag for all time. It may not be for today. You want to go over to the latest column, which shows you the most recent tweets under that hashtag, okay? So that's if you're using it in Twitter directly. So you go there at the specified time, you search for the hashtag, you see what people are chatting about. Now there's gonna be some rules, and depending on the volume of people involved in this chat, it can get really voracious very quickly. I mean, it can go so quick. Because there can be so much to read. There's a ton of people, but if it's like 8 to 10 people, that's a little more manageable, and lots of chats involve that many people to get in, to get into. So it needs to be organized for a reason. So the moderator is going to ask you questions in this format. Typically, it's going to be like Q1, Q2, Q3. She or he is going to have that scheduled out for the hour. They typically will tell you the topic ahead of time. But either way, you're there to enjoy and participate and engage in the conversation. So you go there, and then you typically want to say hello first, introduce yourself. Most moderators will have that as their first tweet in the hour. So if you're a little bit late, make sure you scroll back down and see the first tweets for today at the designated time. It will typically say introduce yourself. You say hello to everyone. Sometimes they'll ask you, where are you from? What industry are you in? Tell us something about yourself. So you may have something like that to share. You're gonna want to put like a fun GIF with it if you can. And some people say GIF, GIF. It's a GIF, your movable imagery, which you can easily find in Twitter and otherwise on your phone and all that. Sometimes I've done like a fun bonjour GIF, like doors opening, it goes to Paris. I love that one. I recently found one that's like so cute. It says like hello. It says hello in so many different languages, like hello, hiya, bonjour, hola, you know, it's really cute. However you want to like insert your personality. So you usually have a hello greeting that you'll say to let people know you're involved with the chat. Also, you're going to want to make sure that you include the hashtag on every tweet you send out. So every time you tweet in this chat, it's going to need that hashtag. So again, we're using our example tea lovers chat. It needs to have hashtag tea lovers chat on everything you put out, or else people won't see it. So, you know, if you're just replying to someone directly, the vast majority of the group and even that person at the time may not see it because they're looking at the hashtags, not replies and all this other stuff. So you need to make sure this is a key part of participating in Twitter chats. It has to have that hashtag on the end. So if you're using it natively in Twitter, just like copy the hashtag and then that way you can just paste, but just make sure, review your tweet before you send it out. You know, this is going to be fast, so you want to make sure you always have it right. So copy paste, or if you're on TweetDeck, you know, you can do that too. And it usually will auto-populate it for you once you just start beginning to type it, it'll just do it. So, but copy paste works really well. And there's some other tools if you really want to get into this, but I want to keep it simple for you with some simple free tools you can use right now, which is Twitter and TweetDeck. All right. So make sure you get the hashtag ready to be pasted on every single tweet you do in this chat. So that way your stuff is being seen and you're participating in the conversation. All right. So that's appropriate. And that's what people who do Twitter chats do. So now the questions will start to come, and the first one is usually an icebreaker question. So they'll have an icebreaker. And so you can reply directly to that. You can, if you click the little speech bubble, it works just like any other platform. Click on that, it puts in a reply, or you can retweet with a comment your reply to the icebreaker. So you know how to engage on Twitter. If you don't know how to do that, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to explain that to you. But basically, you're going to respond to the icebreaker. Don't forget your hashtag at the end for the chat, Tea Lovers Chat, whatever you want to use, or whatever the chat is of the day. It can't be just anything. It has to definitely be the chat of the day, of the hour. And so, so that's what you do. And then after the icebreaker, the questions will come. So it'll be like Q1. Golly, what was one of the questions today? Is a break from social media a great idea? You know, sometimes it's as simple as that. And so to respond to that, you reply or retweet with a comment or however you want to do it, A1, and it'll typically, these rules will be spelled out for most people in like a starter kind of image for the chat. You'll see that come out with all the rules for the chat, but typically this is how it works. So they put out Q1 with the question, you respond A1 with your answer in the hashtag. And then your answer will show up in the Twitter feed with that hashtag, and everybody else who's involved in the chat can see it. That's what you want to do, okay? So Q1 is the question, A1 is your answer. Q2 will come out, will be the second question, A2 will be your answer. You do not have to feel compelled, especially if it's not a topic you know a lot about and you're just there trying to be participatory and engaged. You can be there to learn. So if you don't have an answer, you can use it to ask questions, or you can just quietly listen and engage with others, you know, so you can see their answers and then respond back to them if you don't understand something. That's definitely an option as well. So the point of all this is to have fun, to be an expert on the areas that you have expertise in, but also to learn from others for the areas you're not an expert in, you know, and all of that's good because it's ultimately about engagement and building relationships, right? Engagement is about building relationships online. That's pretty much what you do all the way through the hour. Sometimes at the end of the conversation, they'll have an opportunity for you to share information about yourself, links, offers. It's basically promotion for you time. Which is good, and sometimes they don't. But the point is, in these Twitter chats, there's some etiquette involved. So whatever you do, do not be self-promotional. No one likes that. They can smell it all day. If you're there only just answering the questions and you always have like a link to your offering included in every question, and it's very clear you're just pushing your products and services or whatever you got, that's going to be no bueno. People don't care about that. That's the equivalent of walking into a new networking situation for the first time, and you're like, hey, I'm Andrea, buy my $99 product. Hey, I'm Andrea, buy my $99 product. Hey, I'm Andrea, what do you do? Okay, buy my $99 product. Like, ugh. No one cares about that. Like, don't do that on other social media platforms. Don't do that on a Twitter chat. But it must be said because people do it. So people can smell through that all day. Do not self-promote like that. Unless, sometimes it can be done tastefully. I've done it for like YouTube videos. If there's a relevant YouTube video to the topic and I did a video on it, I may take the time to go get the link to the video and say, hey, I actually did a video all about Pinterest 101, essentially. Like, check this out when you get a chance. That is being helpful. There's a difference between, focus on me, focus on me, focus on me, and hey, heard you're interested in this. This might be of interest to you, because that's you being helpful. So being helpful is great. Being self-promotional is not. And finally, you want to add to the fun. So use GIFs, GIFs, images, motion imagery. Use those. Those are fun. It adds personality. It adds some flavor to your answers, and it makes the whole chat fun. So you're there to have fun as well, and also to engage, create relationships, ultimately grow your audience is another side benefit of this. So at the end of this, something you want to do is everyone who participated in the chat, go follow them. Follow the people who participated in the chat. Unless you have a reason not to, follow them. And they will likely follow you back because you were all in the chat together. You're all cool people, so follow each other is a great way to grow your audience in the meantime. So other than that, that's it. That is how, my dears, you do a Twitter chat. So questions, let me know in the comments below. And let me know if you found, from video 1, our last point was about how to find Twitter chats. If you found a Twitter chat that you want to participate in, let me know in the comments below. If you've already tried it, let me know. Or if you're about to try it, let me know. I would love to know if you're interested in doing Twitter chats. I think they're fun, and I think it's a little known, like, best kept secret of Twitter. More people should know about these. It's kind of fun, like the whole Pinterest thing we covered in another video. Like, that's so cool. Awesome. All right, that's it for today, darlings. I hope you come back next time. And also don't forget to like this video, subscribe. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Google Play, wherever you're listening to this, if it's on podcast, be sure to subscribe there. So you subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to this channel, because we'd love to see you back here. If you're here on YouTube, be sure to click the little bell. After you click subscribe, a little bell will pop up. And that way you can see if you get notifications for these videos. You want to get notifications because otherwise you likely will never see these again, because just because you subscribe doesn't mean that you always see this stuff. So we want to make sure you see it. That's it for today. So next time we're going to be covering how to create a Twitter chat for yourself. You want to create one, you've tried it. I highly recommend trying it out first, get your feet wet, really figure out how to play in the Twitter chat world. And then if you want to try out starting one, come back for the next video next week, okay? Cheers, see ya.